Hello from the Big South Network studio. I'm Mark Bryant, and this is Media Day 2021, our football previews for the Big South Conference. Very happy right now to have the Kennesaw State Owls head coach Brian Bohannon. Coach, thank you for the time.
Yeah, great to be here.
We are coming off of an odd year, to say the very least, and you did have a spring football season, one of the teams that got to do that. You went 4-1. Some takeaways from that short season that you did get to play.
Yeah, the takeaways are that it's behind us right now, to be honest with you. It was unique, challenging, different. We needed to play a season. I think it obviously didn't end like we wanted, but I do think our kids learned a lot. I think more so about there's a reason we do things the way we do it. There's a time and a place. There's a reason for camp. There's a reason for team. There's a reason for a lot of things. And when you don't have it, you see firsthand, that it brings up some things you never would have thought were brought up. So I do think we learned some things from it. It was unique. I would not call it fun, but we did learn some things from it. And I think more than anything is that you're a little more appreciative of the normalcy when you have it. When you lose it, boy, it's different.
Well, it's not normal yet either, because now you're coming off, you have a shorter off season than you've ever seen before because of this. So having played a few months ago, how are you approaching this year's preseason? Any specific changes in preparations?
No, we're trying to get back as close to normal as we can. When we knew this thing was going to the spring a year ago, we made some modifications in fall practice and in spring practice. I feel like personally it's not going to be an issue. Now we'll see. Nobody really knows that, but I feel like we ended early enough that we shouldn't have any problems. We're able to have some time off before we got into our summer program. But for us right now, we got to get back to doing the things that we've normally done, and we're not gonna get away from that because we learned firsthand that those are things that help you win.
Now, over the last few years, we've watched the experience build in your team, and sooner or later that was going to mean there was going to be some large turnover. There's a lot of players who've left the program. Some of the players are stepping into new roles this year as a result. Linebacker with Bryson Armstrong being gone is a great example of someone who's been dependable for a long time. Who's stepping up and filling the holes?
It's going to be fun to see. I think this season we've had a lot of changes on the roster, and I think it's really going to be. We've really had a good summer. It's been positive, and I think there's going to be a lot of guys that step out in the forefront that maybe right now. Maybe not be that household name today, but come halfway through the season, into the season, I think you'll have a lot of guys on our team that'll become those household names, at the Bryson Armstrongs and some other guys we've had in the program. I think that just takes a little bit of time.
Where's the leadership coming from on both sides of the ball right now, as you see it?
I think we're developing that, and I think it's hard to do when you're in a pandemic and you can't really do the things you need to from an interaction standpoint. So this summer's been big for us. A lot of that, we've incorporated some things that have helped us from a team building standpoint. And I'm excited to see some of this leadership stuff come to fruition. I think you find that in adverse situations. And I think the more adversity we can create, the better it's going to be for our leadership.
Well, we know mostly what to expect on the conference side of things and the challenges there, but what does the non-conference schedule look like for the Owls?
Well, we open up with a local opponent that's won their league about 8 years in a row in Reinhardt. We go play our first Power 5 opponent in the history of Kennesaw State football. We'll go down the road and play Georgia Tech. And then I can't remember the order, but we OVC champions, Jacksonville State, SoCon champions over the years, and Wofford. So I would say we have a fairly daunting non-conference schedule, much less you get into the league and have to play that week in, week out. So we got our hands full. We got to get ready to go.
Yeah, you lined something up there, didn't you?
Yeah, just a little bit, just a little bit.
Be careful what you wish for. Well, we wish you luck. We hope that you do very well at all those games and have a good conference season as well. Coach Brian Bohannon and the Owls of Kennesaw State University. Thank you for watching another part of our preview of the 2021 football season.